Hey everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of 8 Brit with 2 Brits and top 8s. I'm Chris,
And I'm Dan.
and today we're going to talk about.
Our top 8 multiplayer games. But you wanted to give a few shout outs first?
As always, we mentioned commenters from the last video.
Yeah.
You got your usual guys like Chazzy and Nintendo Nerd. We had the Vayon show. That was a new commenter I noticed. And James Razzie Games is keeping, he's keeping up with the cat puns from our Smash Brothers video.
Hashtag Bubsy for Smash.
Hashtag Bubsy for Smash.
So Chris, I already told you this, but I was thinking we should get Chazzy and James Razzie Games on board and have them do a show called the Chazzy Razzie Show. Get in touch, guys. I think we should totally do that. It'd be great. So yeah, Chris, the top 8 multiplayer games.
I figured Splatoon came out yesterday. That's a multiplayer game.
I just like to put a disclaimer in. I personally am going by how much fun I had playing them in multiplayer mode. You'll notice in my list there are a few games that are like the best games of all time that don't make this list. For example, I've got Minecraft is one of my favourite games of all time. Don't like it multiplayer. I only play it single player, so it doesn't make this list. There are others that I'll explain later, but just
mine are
sort
of focused on the multiplayer, but because the main mechanics of the game, it improves the multiplayer and all that business.
Yeah.
So I shall begin.
Begin then.
My number 8 is Mario Kart in general. My list will mainly just be the series.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I've got specifics because.
My favourite Mario Karts are 64, DS, and 8. Mario Kart 64 had the SNES one had battle mode, but for 64 it's kind of like, nostalgia. I grew up in that era playing battle mode on Block Fort, the GOAT battle map, with my siblings bursting balloons, driving around on each different coloured blocks. And Skyscraper was a cool map as well. I'm just sort of nostalgiaing right now.
Fair dues. Yeah, Mario Kart's alright. I've neglected to put Mario Kart on this list because I actually hate playing Mario Kart multiplayer. Because I like it's fun on my own against CPUs. But whenever I play it multiplayer, either it's against loads of people who aren't as good as me, so it's boring, both for me and for them, because like I'm practiced and they're not. So I'm just always winning, they're always losing, so it's like whatever. Or they're better than me and I get really annoyed. And then I get bored.
I see.
It's just how Mario Kart multiplayer goes for me. I can't enjoy it that much.
I see. Well, when I was younger, I played local, but these days, ever since with Mario Kart Wii, they introduced the whole sort of online stuff, and I'd play online with people or
but
myself.
Then you always had some Japanese guy who was hacking and always won. That's all I know. Like, the only memory I have of Mario Kart Wii Online was just there is always one guy who there is no chance you're ever going to be able to beat because he's got hacks.
Elite hacks, yeah.
And it was ridiculous. But no, I guess I sort of have quite a few good memories of Double Dash as a kid, but
Mario Kart's just the classic multiplayer game, right? I mean, not for you, I guess.
When you're a kid and it's like, it's just a bit of fun, then yeah. But when you get a bit old, well, at least for me, when I got a bit older and it sort of became like, either I'm getting annoyed because I'm not doing anywhere near as good as the other people. Like when I play online with Mario Kart 8 with you guys, I'm just like, well, I suck at this, so balls to this. And then when I play local with people I know in real life, they don't have a Wii U. They're not any good at Mario Kart 8. So I'm just always winning. And then, I don't know, I just don't enjoy that. It's not as fun.
Yeah, well, fundamentally, Mario Kart's a racing game, and it's always fun to race alongside your friends trying to get first.
Yeah, it's true.
Making them rage with shells and all that.
It's true. If you can find people you're matched with, then I would undoubtedly have fun doing it, but it's just not something I've had that much enjoyment out of in multiplayer.
Well, it's my number 8 for that sort of reason.
Yeah.
But Mario Kart's generally a fun game, so it's fun with other people. So that's about it, really. Mario Kart is my number 8.
My number 8, would you like that?
I would like it.
My number 8 is not a competitive game. It's Borderlands, the first one. I haven't played any of the rest of them, but Borderlands 1 I had a lot of fun playing split screen with a friend. Mostly it was just, we were a lot of the time we played it just after getting drunk, and we were coming down from the drunk, and we were just sort of chilling out. So we just bro out, like, from about, like, everyone else had gone home. We'd just sit there about 1 a.m, play it till about 6. You know? Just Borderlands it up.
I haven't experienced that myself, but sure.
It's chill, you know? It's the most... Like, you've gone from Mario Kart, a horrible, hectic, like, drivel, to just me and a friend sitting, chilling out. Like, he played the sniper, I played the melee shotgun class. So, basically our technique was, I'll run in and shoot everything maniacally, because that's how I play shooters. And he'll tactically kill everything and have my back. And it worked. And
it's always fun to do, like, a co-op with friends, and then you're like a team.
We so rarely thought about the game, though. Like, it was one of those things where we just zoned out and just naturally played and just had a chat while we were doing it, and it was great. It's why I don't really want to play any further Borderlands, because I don't think I'd be able to enjoy them without playing it with that guy in that, like, setting. I don't think I'd enjoy Borderlands. I don't think I'd ever enjoy Borderlands online. It would suck. Like, you got to bro out, you know? Like, chill.
Sure.
Got to have chats.
I've never played Borderlands myself.
It's good. It's alright. It gets very repetitive, but it's something you don't notice if, like, you've got someone with you to just...
And you're winding down from alcoholism.
Yeah. It's good times. Good times.
Is that all you can really say, then?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Your number 7.
Alright, my number 7 is Star Fox, in general, I guess.
Of course it's Star Fox.
Yeah, of course. In the series there's been some multiplayer modes, 64, Assault, and Command. I'd probably say Assault was the best multiplayer in the series, because there was a lot of options, different vehicles, around a map, shooting people, lots of weapons. It's just a lot of stuff. It's like 64, but bit more beefier. I have memories of playing with my brother and that and stuff, and trying a somersault with my brother and shooting him.
Did you use the boost to get through?
Sometimes I did, yeah.
Did you have a bogey on your tail?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why are you slippy? Come on now.
No.
That's all. I've got nothing. Star Fox.
Oh, a little tidbit on on 64. Depending on what controller port you put your controller into for the multiplayer, you'd be a different character. And I think Falco was always like the third one or the fourth. So I'd always put my controller port into the fourth one.
Surely Slippy should be the fourth one.
I can't remember. It's been a while.
I'd have thought it would be Fox would be number 1, and then Falco 2, Peppy 3, and Slippy 4.
I think it's Fox, Peppy, Slippy, Falco.
Wow.
Not
Falco
sure.
got, like,
or maybe
shafted on that, didn't he?
I can't remember. But yeah, all it really does is just change the colour of your lasers, but I'll still Falco in my mind.
Oh, so you don't get, like, voice cues?
No, not in the 64 multiplayer, no.
They should have done it like, do you remember in Mario Golf Toadstool Tour, you used to be able to, like, jam buttons when the other person was taking their shot, and it would,
oh, right.
It would just play annoying voice clips from your character. Do you remember that?
No, I didn't play that one.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Mario Party 3, though, when it wasn't your turn, or some Mario Parties. When it wasn't your turn, you could press a button and your character just keep making noises.
Yeah, basically that. They should have done that in Star Fox, so you can just jam buttons, and if you're Falco, it'll just go like, he'll just repeatedly be like, "Hey Einstein, I'm on your side," just over and over again until you get sick of it and rage quit. That would be top. I'd love that.
Yeah. But yeah, Star Fox is fundamentally fun for me. Flying around, shooting people, dogfights, basically.
You've got a little, like, Star Fox boner, haven't you? You love it.
No.
Yeah.
Free face.
Oh, man.
What else did I want to say?
Oh, you got more?
Yeah, I got more. It's Star Fox.
Jeez.
I wanted to
Strap yourselves in, guys, because we're here for the long run.
I wanted to mention Command, because that was the first online multiplayer game for Star Fox, even though it was pretty basic for a DS online game. But I feel like Star Fox has the ingredients to make a really good online game. So I'm hoping the Wii U one has a really nice multiplayer co-op and
That's
dogfighting.
if they get it right, they could do it sort of like Star Wars Battlefront style, where you've got like land and air
Yeah,
battles, and
that'd be so awesome.
you can sort of like go between the two and stuff. I think that'd be. I mean, they won't do that. It would be just like lame because it's Star Fox, but they could. There's potential there. They could do it decently.
Yeah. Also, fun fact: the Star Fox 64 was actually the first game to have on foot because you could, by getting all the medals on hard mode, I believe, in each level, you unlocked on foot for multiplayer. So you'd actually see your characters walking around holding like a massive blaster thing on their shoulder, shooting down land monsters or R-wings.
Fair enough.
I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I know nothing about Star Fox.
I never unlocked that as a kid, so I found out a few years ago, and I was like, oh my god.
Are you done? Are you done with your Star Fox?
I could talk a load more, but I
Should
think
we just do an entire episode about this? It's jokes on you guys, because this isn't actually top 8 multiplayer games. It's Chris rambles about Star Fox for like 50 minutes. You
top
done?
8 Star Fox moments.
Have you got it all out? Are you finished?
Well, I'm not finished, but I think I'll leave it.
Alright, how much of that am I going to cut? Right, my number 7. My number 7 is a game I haven't played in a while. I played it a lot as a kid. It's WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games with a $sign for the S. Because
Holla,
Wario
holla.
was Kesha before Kesha knew what she was.
Holla,
WarioWare-
gotta make that dollar.
That dollar. Oh, it's just good. Like, it's the GameCube one I'm talking about. I don't know WarioWare.
Oh, I thought that was the
as a
GBA
series.
one.
It might have been. I think they had the same name, didn't they? Like the GBA one and the GameCube
Oh, I can't
one.
remember. I've only played.
I don't know. The
two
GameCube
WarioWare
one
games.
was just it was like because there was several like ridiculous different modes where it was essentially just like 3-second micro games, but they'd always throw it in dumb contexts. Like there was one where you had to balance on your stack of tortoises, and as you lost micro games, you'd get another tortoise, and it would get harder to sort of balance your character on there.
Oh, alright.
But when one player died, they turned into a tortoise and could walk around at the bottom and try and knock everyone else's tortoise piles over. And there were points where you were just like, well, screw this, I'm just going to die and like mess you up because I can. And it was great. It was just fun. There was another mode where like you had to play your micro game, but you had to do it in a way that the game told you. So like the game would be like, hold your controller upside down, and you had to do it.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was just fun. It reached a point where me and my friends played that so much that we ended up knowing every single instruction the game was going to give us and just quitting that and making up our own, which got incredibly weird at times. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to play as a kid. I have a lot of nostalgia for that game. Don't know if it holds up now. Probably doesn't. Probably isn't that fun, but...
No, it probably does, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Might have a go then. I don't think it would be the same. Though.
I just looked it up. So WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games was on the GBA. But then they made a multiplayer remake called WarioWare Inc. Mega Party Games.
Yeah, that one then. Yeah.
So did you played the GameCube one?
Yeah, I played the GameCube one. I never had the GBA one.
I remember
Wait, the GBA one wasn't multiplayer?
Nah, I guess not. No.
That's weird. But then again, Smooth Moves wasn't, which was dumb.
Was there a multiplayer mode in that one?
I don't know.
But it was
'cause
sort of
they-
like a
the link
take turn
cable-
sort of thing.
Yeah, there might have been actually. I don't know.
Yeah, I remember playing Smooth Moves. That was really good.
Smooth Moves had it, but it was like really limited.
Yeah, it was like
Whereas-
a take turns sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Whereas like, because growing up with like the GameCube one, it's like this is a multiplayer game. There's no way a WarioWare game can work not multiplayer. If you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't even know if there was a single player mode in that game. I don't remember.
Well, it says on Wikipedia it's a multiplayer remake, so...
Yeah. Who knows? I think that's all I've got. WarioWare is fun when you play it with your
WarioWare.
friends.
Yeah.
Number 6, Chris.
My number 6 is Red Dead Redemption, which is one of the games I often bring up on here.
You do. It comes up quite often, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, Red Dead Redemption itself is a great game, but for the multiplayer specifically, it was like a free roaming, do whatever you want sort of thing. So
yeah,
you
like
could,
a sandbox.
Yeah.
But
So you
with
could
your
go into
mates.
random towns and the game would tell you to shoot all the bandits or whatever. But I think the most fun part of the online was when they released the Outlaws to the End DLC pack, which was free, which was awesome. And it was basically co-op missions, so kind of single player-y, but with other people. I think it was up to 4 friends, or you and 3 others, and you would like do stuff like ride on a wagon, and one person would be shooting the people trying to shoot you, whilst you're trying to save this girl. And there's another one where you had to shoot whilst you're on a boat. Oh, it was just so much fun, and I love the mechanics of the game. So doing that with friends, it's so good.
It's basically a case of I like the game, so I like playing it multiplayer. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yes, and like I said about the co-op, it's just like fun playing with friends in this sort of game.
True. Did it have split screen, or was it only online?
Just online, yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say I own Red Dead. I don't remember it having any form of multiplayer.
Oh, you own it? I thought...
Yeah, I've got it.
But you always, like...
Yeah, I know.
Talk trash about it.
See, I don't hate Red Dead. It's kind of boring. And I don't have Xbox Live actually, so that's probably why I never played it online.
Yeah, there was a time when I always had live myself.
Yeah, I don't.
And I played with my friends, did the co-op things, did the random free roamy death match. Yes.
Wow.
That's another point. There's also like death matches as well, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shoot people. That being all right. It's great. Yeah. I loves it.
I think if it had split screen, I probably would have enjoyed Red Dead a lot more. Because trekking through like a horrible empty world would probably have been more interesting with just someone there to chat to.
Yeah, maybe. But that's you.
That's me.
Right. So speaking of you, let's go on to your number 6.
What a segue. My number 6 is a game that makes you hate the person you're playing with more than anyone in the world. It's Portal 2. Portal 2, multiplayer, oh man, it's just a hateful session, because that whole situation isn't fun, because it gives you so many opportunities like to screw over the person you're playing with. Hilarious fun opportunities to screw them over, but it ends with rage quitting and like the person I played it through with the first time, I don't think we've spoken in about 4 years, and I think the last time we ever met up was to play Portal 2 co-op. So that's how that goes. Because you're just there, like, you've got a nice light bridge, the other person's portals are holding it up. You're like, if I walk across this to get to the end of this course, are you going to close your portals and screw me over? And they're like, no, I'm not going to do that. And you're like, cool, thanks. Oh, okay, now I'm dead, thanks. Cool. This is fun, isn't it? We're all having fun here. And they're like, oh, I'm just going to walk across here. You're going to hold this light bridge up to shield me from the turrets, right? And you're like, yeah, sure, I'm going to do that, of course. And then they're dead, and they're like, okay, I'm done with this now.
Oh, it's one of them trolley games.
So much troll. Like, it's a game, like, Portal as a series is based on the concept of trolling, like, even in the single player, because it's GLaDOS hates you and she wants to troll the hell out of you at every opportunity. So you throw in another human being with unscripted, like, reactions, and it's like, well, this is chaos now. Anything could happen. But ultimately, it's still fun. Is the problem. You still want to finish the course. Like, you'll dick each other over like 50 times, and eventually you'll just sit down and you'll be like, alright, we're going to do this one, yeah, we're going to finish it. And then you'll get it done and you'll feel good, and then you'll go into the next room and you'll kill each other about 20 times. And it's a loop. It's a loop of hatred, redemption, hatred, redemption. It's just a cycle over and over, repeating.
How big is the co-op part of that game?
Pretty big. There's a lot of courses for it. I don't remember the exact number.
Not as much as the single player, right?
I don't think there's anywhere near as much as the single player. It's more structured. It's more like, this is level 1, 2, 3, 4. Whereas the single player's, it's kind of split up like that, but it's also more fluid.
Okay.
So I don't know counting wise.
But there's a good amount of co-op.
Yeah, there's a lot. It probably takes about as much time to play the co-op as the single player, but that's because about half of the time you spend playing the co-op is just sitting there, like, just fuming and trying not to strangle the person you're with. So,
it's if you're gonna have a case of it's probably better to play with friends, not random people.
Yeah, true. I don't think you could play it online without a conversation going.
Yeah,
because it's just, I don't know how that would work. It's also a good idea to not play with a troll, because if you're a nice person and the person you're playing with is a troll, they'll end up screwing you over and over again. Like, if
maybe
we play,
the game will make a troll out of you. Maybe
if we played Portal 2, Chris, you'd hate me very quickly. But if you played it with like QJ or something, you'd probably just do it and not screw each other over.
I'll probably do it a couple of times because
Yeah.
it's just there and you can't not.
Whereas I was playing with someone who's as much of a troll as I am, and
Although, yeah, when
and
I
it
played
just went badly.
when I played Minecraft, which is another trolly game, I didn't troll too often.
Yeah, well, because with Minecraft, it's like when you screw someone over, it's like you're ruining something they've worked on.
Yeah,
Whereas with Portal 2, you're just making them respawn. And if you do like
Pretty
screw
much.
them over near the end of the course, and you both have to go back to the start, then you're also suffering. So it's like
worth it.
this is fruitless.
That's
So
good.
yeah, it's a trolls game, but it's close to my heart because while it is annoying, it's also fun when you're the one doing the trolling. So it's kind of
Yeah, it's pretty
this
clever as
mixed
well,
bag.
isn't it? The way you
Yeah,
got to solve
it's-
puzzles.
it's really well developed. It's well
Yeah.
built. It's well built for co-op. You know, everything you're relying on each other. It's not possible to do it on your own. Like it has to be co-op,
Yeah.
and you have to talk about it. And again, why I don't think you could do it like with someone random on the internet.
Well, all right then. Portal
All
2
right then.
co-op,
Portal 2
sounds
co-op.
pretty good.
Pretty solid. Number 5, Chris. What's yours?
My number 5 is the Gears of War series. So, when I played the first Gears of War, this was the time where I didn't have my live account, actually. But when Gears 2 came out, that's when I did have Xbox Live. And then when I first played multiplayer online, I was like, whoa. Because it was like a new thing. It was like a new sort of experience for me, really, to have play online at that time.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So I was playing Gears 2 online with my friends, Deathmatch, Guardian, King of the Hill, Annex. I think Guardian was always one of our favourites because you'd have one leader and you'd have to get him and then kill the team. And it was good to play with friends because one of you would be the leader. So it's like, oh, we've got to protect Bob or whatever.
Right, okay.
And Gears 2 also introduced... actually, before I move on to that... it's really weird because playing through the single player, you like have an attachment to the characters, and in the
Yeah.
multiplayer, you play as these characters. So when you see like the characters getting blown to smithereens and seeing like their torso across the room and their legs at the other half of the room, it's kind of like
Oh, it's like, poor Mark. Poor Mark Fenix.
it's just really like
Sad times.
the first time you experience that, it's kind of like, oh god.
Oh no, not Dom. Or Dom's wife. I'm exhausting all my knowledge of Gears of War now. I'm done now. I've finished.
But yeah. Again, it's like I love the mechanics, so I love the multiplayer.
Yeah,
It literally just plays the same as a single player, which is great.
Yeah, you just hide behind walls, look at grey things. You try and see the grey thing that moves, and then you shoot at it. That's Gears of War, right? That's how it plays.
Yeah. Anyway, Gears 2 introduced Horde mode, which was like a co-op, kill all the enemies and survive thing. But Gears 3 was definitely the best multiplayer in the series, because not only did you have more modes, the Horde mode was advanced, so you could like make barriers, buy weapons, and things like that. There's also Beast mode, which you could play as the different locusts, so you could play as like a berserker or a little ticker thing.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
See, I've actually played Gears of War 3's multiplayer, and I enjoyed it, so that says a lot for it, really, doesn't it?
I
I had
guess so.
fun. It was...
Did you just play the Horde mode, did you, or...?
Yeah, a friend came around, and we just sat and played... He just brought his copy of Gears 3. I don't own it, I only own the first one, but... Yeah, he just brought it around, we played Horde mode for a bit, split screen, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, Gears...
Same friend, actually, I played Portal 2 with.
Oh.
Haven't seen him in a while.
Anyway, Gears 3 really upped the online ante. So you had your sort of online staples. You got like weapon skins and lots of maps and dedicated servers, actually, which was really nice. And then you had DLC and all that jazz. Oh, it was so good. I loved playing it with my friends so much. I just knocked my mic over.
You did, didn't you?
Sorry.
Oh, cut that.
So I got excited.
See, I know that your mic is like on a bench that goes over your sort of lap.
If you go on my Twitter, you can see how I've...
Yeah, and the
parade.
fact that you knocked it over and then said you got excited, that worries me a little bit.
It was a joke. But Gears of War is great.
Is it? Is it good?
I loves it.
You loves it, do you? Yeah, I reckon the multiplayer is probably the best part of Gears of War as a franchise, to be
Oh,
honest.
that moment when you headshot someone. Oh, I just remembered something hilarious people used to always do. So if you equip, executions, right?
Is that where you have a chainsaw thing and you stab them? I don't know.
I think they introduced it in Gears 2 actually. So different weapons have different executions.
Yeah.
So if you hold the Y
I think I know
button,
what you're talking about, yeah.
or whatever it was,
Yeah, and it's like an insta-killy move when they're low on
and
health,
it's all
right?
stylish, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you equipped a pistol, no, it was the snub pistol, I think, and you pressed execution, what
Yeah.
you do is pummel them in the face multiple times for as long as you kept pressing the Y button. And what your team would often do is just like basically gang, destroy. So you keep getting meleeed and putting smoke grenades on you, and you just get just humiliated, really.
That does sound pretty funny, to be fair.
Yeah, like teabagging. Basically,
Like
it's the same.
teabagging. Yeah, but can you 360 no scope?
Like, yeah,
Can you get a triple?
sure.
Good. Ideally, you would have your MLG soundboard out right now, but you closed it, didn't you?
I could,
Pleb.
but you could just stall a bit more to wait for me to load it up.
All right, yeah. So Gears of War, it's Chris's favorite. He loves it. It's almost as good as Star Fox. He thinks it's really
Yeah.
good. He likes to get sick kills and make montages on the internet.
So like, I might get a
yeah.
long shot weapon and then say. Yeah. Didn't think I'd actually be whipping out the MLG soundboard, but
That was funny, right?
it was some
okay.
sort of conspiracy or something. Anyway,
But Chris, what if while playing Gears of War, you decided to drop some mad drugs?
I have to find it.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Alright,
I don't
we're done
want
with
to
that.
sell out anymore. And
Done
just
with that. Close it. Snoop Dogg's gonna have a DMCA claim on us now, copyrighted. He's gonna
Yeah.
take all the profits we get from this show. Don't want that happening, do we? Snoop
No.
Dogg, you're rich enough already. Come on, get off it. Anyway,
So yeah, Gears of War is pretty. Makes me say. And that's I love Gears of War. I think we should move on now and stop.
yeah, I really think we should move on.
I think we just degraded the quality of this show.
As if this show had quality to degrade. Come on now.
Why is
off it.
MLG stuff so funny?
I don't even know. I imagine it isn't. We just think it's funny for some stupid reason.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on to something nice and wholesome and friendly. It's Lego number 5. Lego Lord of the Rings. Here's a little bit thing about me. I don't like playing the Lego games co-op because I'm a completionist and no one else seems to care enough to get all the things in the Lego games. So like when I played Lego Marvel Superheroes, I was like, right, nobody is playing this with me. I refuse. You can all get out because like I needed to get everything and I knew no one else would be able to put up with that. But with Lego Lord of the Rings, it was kind of like at the time it came out, I had a lot of friends who were really into Lord of the Rings, and we just were like, hey, let's sit down, co-op this game. And it's nice, it's friendly, it's charming. It's a fun game to play with a friend.
Yes.
And it's just a fun game in general. It's enjoyable, especially when you don't have people who also want to play the same characters as you. Because if you're on a mission with Legolas and Gimli and someone else wanted to play Legolas, I'd probably kill them, like in real life. I'd just stab them with the controller.
Everyone wants to be Legolas.
Nah, my mate wanted to be like Aragorn or something, and I'm like, what are you, weird? Come on now. Legolas is the best. I don't care if he has undeveloped character. It's just, he's cool.
He is cool.
He is the coolest, like, fact. So yeah, Lego Lord of the Rings, it's enjoyable. It's also one of the Lego games where it's like, I really don't care if I 100% it. Because I don't care if I unlock all the characters, because let's be honest, they're all pretty much the same. They're all like, oh, it's Orc number 3. Wonderful. Like, outside of the main missions, there aren't really any interesting characters to unlock, so it's not that big of a deal. So it's kind of like, it's just a case of blazing through all the missions, having a good time.
420,
shooting.
but sorry.
Don't stop. We're past that now. We've gone through that. We've matured as a show.
Yeah.
We're talking about Lord of the Rings, all right?
You said Blaze, so you know.
You had to, didn't you? You can't control yourself, you filth. um, so yeah, it's just a case of, and the cutscenes are really charming and enjoyable. So that's good.
They're always funny. Lego.
The Lego, they're just they just with the most PG comedy ever. It's just this charming, family-friendly, but also goddamn hilarious nonsense.
Yeah, that's really good.
And it's fun. It's enjoyable. I liked it. That's about all I've got for that, really. Just that I had a little bit of fun with a friend. You are number 4, Chris.
My number 4 is Nintendo Land for the Wii U.
Top choice. Nearly made my list.
Yeah.
Very nearly.
I'm just like amazed at how well all the mini games work.
Yeah. What is your favourite mini game?
Ooh, Luigi's Ghost Mansion.
You're wrong. You're factually wrong. That's like the worst one. The best one.
It.
No, the best one is Mario Chase.
That's like my third favourite, maybe.
Deal with it. Mario Chase is easily the best one because it's chaos. It's like the embodiment of chaos in video games, and it's amazing.
It is good. I love how like you have the 4 people, and then you go, "Oh, the guy's in top green or something."
Yeah, because you're in the room, you're like, "Oh, I'm not anymore, mother."
Mother bleepers, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I always just stop saying the thing I'm about to say. I could just bleep it. Like, I edit these. It's not hard. But yeah, it's fun. Nintendo Land is very fun.
I just love Luigi's Ghost Mansion because it's like a survival horror, to be honest with you. Because you have the ghost playing. It's like, oh my god, where is he? Oh, my controller's rumbling. It's close. Oh god. And then your flashlight runs out and it's like, oh god, I gotta go over there and get a battery. And then you just like, crap your pants, and it's just, it's so fun.
What were the other 4-player ones? I forget.
Animal Crossing Sweet Day.
Oh no, Animal Crossing is the worst.
I like that one. That's fun.
No, because I'd always have to play the hunters because none of my friends are capable of like moving 2 things
I'm the
at
best
once.
hunter when I play it with my friends.
I don't know why. It might be because I'm slightly ambidextrous because I'm left-handed, but for some things I'm right-handed.
I like the mechanic of it though. Like you have to collect sweets, but then if you want to run away quicker, you have to drop them.
Have to. So you're there like with loads of them, and you see the hunters come near, and you're like, bail.
Yeah, it's like a heist or something.
Yeah, that is top. But no, I'm just like, how do you people have trouble with this? It's just simple multitasking.
Yeah.
But somehow some people just can't control both thumbs at once.
Yeah. Other multiplayer games in Nintendo Land were Metroid Blast, which is great, co-op or versus.
Yeah, I refuse to play without the gamepad on that one.
I love playing as just on foot Samus as well.
No, I don't. I refused it because I'm a troll. I would just camp with the ship. I'd just hide around corners and just wait and then snipe them because I'm horrible.
Yeah.
And also, if you're playing like the co-op mode and there's like waves of enemies, it's way easier to not get killed if you're the ship.
I guess that's true. It's just fun though, either way.
So I'm like, it's my Wii U, I get to choose.
And then there's what was the Zelda one? Battle Quest, I think.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun. It's basically Wii Sports sword fighting.
That one's good when you find someone who doesn't like, because I don't want to play the swordplay because swordplay sucks. So I'm like, I'm just going to be archer. And then my friend was like, fine, I don't care, I'll just be sword. And then she enjoyed the swordplay, and I'm like, well, this is good for both of us because it means we don't have to switch.
Hey.
I think we did complete that. Yeah.
All right.
I think we managed to do it. It gets really annoyingly hard near the end though, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it does. But that's pretty good. And then the other multiplayer one is Pikmin, which is pretty solid.
Yeah,
co-op
Pikmin
adventure.
Was okay. There was nothing like amazing. It was no Mario Chase, let's be honest here.
Nah, Luigi's Ghost Mansion, mate.
Mario Chase 2 players is like, it's a bit heated. You get 4 people in that and it's like, well then. This is absolute mayhem.
Yeah, I've played with 5 people. It's great.
Oh, I only managed to get 4 of us, so we never had like the full 4 hunters. But yeah, it's enjoyable. It's good. Nintendo Land is top notch.
It is top notch.
Very underrated. Like no one seems to mention it that often, but I think it is probably one of the best Wii U games I own. I mean, I do only own about 7 Wii U games, and I've only played about 4 of them. So to be fair, I'm not exactly an authority on Wii U games.
Nintendo Land is great local multiplayer game. If you've got some friends,
it's top.
Get it.
Yeah, that's the problem though, isn't it? Most people who own a Wii U don't have any friends.
Like me.
Yep.
Which is the joke you keep saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love that joke. It's my favourite one.
I think we should move on. We're quite. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode.
This is going to be a long episode because you went on about Star Fox for so long. You
and Gears of War.
Pleb. Right, do you want my number 4?
Yeah. All right.
Speaking of Star Fox, you know how you can never shut up about that?
Yeah.
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Yay.
It's only the best game ever. That's my number 4. Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg is stupid. It's chaos. It's also another game where you can screw other people over in hilarious ways.
Wait, so what is the multiplayer?
Okay, so you know how it's about running around, you get an egg, you roll it over a fruit, and then the egg you can hatch and there's something nice in it.
Mm-hmm.
Multiplayer either you have to compete to hatch the most eggs, which I think is the mode I played the most, or to kill each other the most.
Okay.
Now inside the eggs you can get like little animal helper friends which help you kill people. That's basically all they do. Or like little power-ups and stuff, like there's a jetpack and there's there's a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, so you're competing to hatch eggs. That's it. You're all just running around frantically hatching different eggs. But the thing with it is, in order to hatch the egg, you need to stop rolling it and take a step back in order to hatch it. So someone can easily just like run in, nick your egg, and just like swipe it. And then hatch it for themselves.
Oh, it reminds me of
chaos.
Reminds me of that one Diddy Kong Racing. Did you play Diddy Kong Racing?
Nope.
Okay.
If it's on the N64, odds are I did not play it.
There was one multiplayer mode where you had to fly around and grab eggs and have them hatch, actually. But you could nick other people's eggs.
Sega piracy.
But yeah, carry on.
So yeah, you could just nick other people's eggs. If you got like a certain animal helper or whatever, you just destroy everyone, and it was amazing. There was one where it was like a kangaroo thing. You could ride on its back, and it like shot fireballs. So you could just like, if it was the like deathmatch mode, if you hatched that egg, because they were all like randomly spawning, so it depended on if you found certain eggs first, and if you're good at it and well practiced like I am, you end up knowing exactly what's in each egg based on the pattern of the egg. Because I'm that lame. So you'd get this like kangaroo guy, or there's a shark as well that you can ride on land. He just sort of like slides around. It's really weird, and like you could just kill everyone by just running around with this kangaroo shooting fireballs at them. It's just it's so good. If you own Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg and you haven't played the co-op, not the co-op, the battle mode, go and play it. It's fun. Get some friends, knock out, get some 4-player multiplayer action with the classic characters. Billy, Bantam, Rolly, and Chick.
All the favourites.
All the fan favourites. Blatant, like, Sonic Team knockoffs. Not even joking, they are literally exactly the same character. Like, Billy is the average-sized one, and then there's the girl, the slightly smaller one, who I'm pretty sure holds a wrench sometimes, and the big one with muscles. It's basically just the, like, 4 Sonic characters, but in, like, humans with chicken themes. That's...
it was made by Sonic Team.
Sonic Team are not the most creative bunch, but oh well, it's a great game. Billy Hatcher, go pick it up now. It's just come out. It's a big deal. It's not. Nobody cares about Billy Hatcher apart from me. It's sad.
Yep.
Underrated game. Gonna cry. Right, what's your number 3?
Do you know a game that isn't underrated?
Yeah.
My number 3, Smash Brothers.
Yeah, duh. Do you want my opinion on Smash Brothers and why it's not in my list?
Why? Go on then.
Because I hate playing it with other people. I like playing it on my own. I like playing it, just
you've said
sitting
this
against CPUs. Hate other people in Smash Brothers because either it's the same as Mario Kart. Either I'm way too good or I am horrible at the game.
And you rage.
So yeah, it's just not fun. It's not fun unless you're matched with people, and I'm very rarely matched with people. So it's like I would rather just play against like level 9 CPUs and. I mean, yeah, I always win, but
it's weird.
It's fun.
I do that when I was younger, play against computers, because, I mean, when Melee came out, I'd play with my brother, maybe. But around the time of Brawl, even though the online kind of sucked, I still played online.
Yeah, I don't think I played Brawl Online a few times, and I just went, this is the worst thing ever. I'm not ever doing this again.
Yeah, but then Smash 4 comes out, and I'm sort of into sort of competitive mode. Where
Don't you literally play nothing but...
1-on-1 for glory.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
like every time anyone mentions like the other modes in Smash, you're just like, oh yeah, I haven't played that yet, and they're just like, yeah, no, duh, because you only play For Glory 24/7. Like you do nothing else.
101 Full Glory is my backlog killer, basically. It's like, oh, I should play this game. Nah, I just play Smash Brothers online.
Smash Brothers, whatever. Yeah, I used to play. Back when I was a kid, I had like one friend who was pretty much the same like skill level as me in Melee, and we used to like. It was me and him, and then another friend who completely was awful. So it was like the three of us playing. We just ignore the other kid and just play hardcore Smash. But we haven't played it in a while because we sort of drifted apart.
Yeah.
And we haven't really spoken for a while, so it's kind of like, maybe it's okay.
Yeah,
but nowadays I just can't play Smash Brothers multiplayer. I can't do it.
I'm kind of addicted to it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just love.
It's a problem for you, isn't it?
Yeah. The thing with Smash 4 is, so Brawl is a bit too easy in terms of controls and stuff. But Melee was it's very advanced, actually, surprisingly. But with Smash 4, it's a nice middle, and I feel
Smash 4 is
playing
it's very nicely balanced, and it does play very, very.
And there's
nicely.
I have like 10 mains, or well, not 10, but
who are your mains? Just out of interest, let's drag this episode out even longer than we need to. Who are your mains? No, wait. Actually, we'll do an episode on this. Don't tell me.
One day we're gonna do an episode of our top 8 Smash characters.
Tease it, you know.
Yeah.
Someday you'll know. Not now. Spoilers. It's probably Falco. Let's be honest. He loves Falco.
Yeah, I do love Falco Lombardi.
You haven't seen his collection.
What?
Shall we move on to my number 3?
I wanted to say more about Smash Brothers, but
God.
I can't remember it now. No, I can't.
What else can you say? You play For Glory all the time and you do nothing else with your life. That's literally all there is for you to say about Smash Brothers.
I wanted to say also that just on a basic level, it's a fighting game, and I always find playing fighting games with friends is always fun, because it's really competitive and it feels like you're sort of fighting each other, sort of thing, you know.
Again, only if they're as good as I am. It's not fun when there's a huge imbalance, to be honest.
And Smash Brothers is just fun. You're playing as Nintendo characters.
Yeah.
Fighting against your friends with items, with not
or
items.
For your friends, if you're Ike.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. It's pretty alright.
Yeah, it's really weird, because they say Smash Brothers is a... what's the word when something's easy to get into?
Kiddie.
No.
3 squiddy for me.
What is it? Accessible. They say
Right.
Smash Brothers is accessible, but you get some people that play it for the first time and they're just like, what am I doing?
Yeah, most of the people I've ever played Smash Brothers with, and then I just give up trying to get them to be good at it, because I'm like, well, this is never going to work. I'm telling you how to play this game, but you just don't understand it. What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it. Smash Brothers is great. Smash
Brothers
Wii
is
U is
fun.
the best one. And yeah, your number 3.
Yeah, my number 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Specifically Black Flag because I haven't played any other ones online. Very much doubt they're any different, to be honest. But I own most of them on Xbox, and as I've said before, screw paying for Xbox Live. Black Flag I have on Wii U, and is just, it's exceptionally fun. You know what the best part about Assassin's Creed Online is?
What's that?
It's basically like you're playing against AI. It's meaningless that there are other people there. You will never need to talk to them because you're hiding like the whole time. It's a stealth game.
Yeah.
Like there's no communication. It's meaningless like that there are other people there at all. So it's basically what I'm saying here is one of my favorite multiplayer games of all time is a game that essentially isn't even multiplayer because it doesn't matter that there are other people there, you know?
Yeah.
Like the whole point of it is you sort of have to blend in and pretend you're the AI.
Yeah.
And, like act like the AI
It's
so
really
that they
cool
don't
idea.
notice it's you. So essentially what I'm saying here is I like the game where the whole point is to not be a person. And that sort of says a lot about how antisocial I am with regards to gaming. But it's great fun, you know.
One thing I will say, I played a bit of online.
Yeah.
With like free trials or whatever. But they started multiplayer with Brotherhood, and people were
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's just tacked on," and it kind of was, but it's still like a really cool idea that you have to blend in and kill people.
Yeah, I mean, since then it's clearly been developed a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Black Flag's multiplayer is just great when you can get a game. I doubt you can get a game anymore, to be honest, on the Wii U. I doubt anyone's even playing it.
Probably like
So-
50 people online, maybe.
Yeah, rip in peace. So yeah, it's quite a fun little game to play. I probably have got more hours in the multiplayer in that game than the single player, but it's enjoyable. It's a very good game. It took up all of my time and killed my backlog last summer. It's the reason I haven't played some of the best games of all time, according to everyone else.
Yeah.
It's why I haven't played... I mean, listen to our last episode. It was why I haven't played probably all of those games.
Do you mean
Little plug.
2
Games we haven't
episodes
played.
ago?
Was it 2 episodes ago? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't know my own show. To be fair, we had a week off, whatever.
Yeah.
It's all good. Listen to the last episode anyway, Why not? Balls that
Anyway.
out, didn't I? What's your number 2?
So my number 2 is, brace yourself, Call of Duty.
Yeah, okay, go on.
but that game's just for like FPS 12-year-old loving people. Oh.
Right, you want my opinion on Call of Duty?
Go on then.
I don't get why people hate it. Because for what it is, and I get that I'm a bad authority on saying I don't get why people hate things because I hate everything. For what it is, right, as far as I'm aware, it's well built. It's a good
it
FPS.
is.
Like, as a franchise, I've played Modern Warfare 3 and I'm just sat there like, this isn't horrible. The gameplay here is good. It's well built. It's well developed. Like, I don't like FPSs, so I don't have that much fun with it. But if you like an FPS, why do you hate this? It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a well-built, well-developed game. Sure, the community is probably horrible, but turn off the microphone. Is that not hard? I don't
Yeah.
get why people have such a problem with
Well,
Call of
the
Duty.
biggest
It's-
complaint is that it's a yearly game, isn't it? And not much changes.
Yeah, I guess it's like cash cowing out or whatever, but...
Yeah, but the thing with Call of Duty is, it's mainly the online here I'm talking about. So you have it's a good multiplayer game ever since like Modern Warfare 1. It like
Yeah.
introduced lots of staple online shooter things like perks or whatever, and then you can do the online things you want, like make a party, join online games, do private matches. Call of Duty Black Ops 1 is my personal favourite Call of Duty because I just had so much fun with that one. Like making my emblem, doing custom games. Mike Myers was a great custom mode where one person would be Mike Myers from that movie, Halloween
that
or whatever
movie,
it was.
whatever it was,
Halloween, I think. I don't know. But yeah, one guy would run around the map trying to kill you, and everyone else would hide it. It was great.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, in custom games. But
Yeah.
then normal online, you have shooting's always fun. It's pretty ragey when you keep dying. I was never particularly good at Call of Duty, but it's just fun to play with friends. Do zombies. Zombies is always fun.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is just great.
Yeah, it's just fun to play, innit?
It's a great online multiplayer game.
Don't see the hate for it, really. Don't understand
I understand
it.
the hate, and I have a little bit of hate, but haters gonna hate.
Yeah, like that Taylor Swift said,
Oh, please don't.
Please don't. Why you do this? Why? Just why?
Yeah, but Call of Duty, great multiplayer game.
Fun times, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if people are having fun in it, why
Hell
you got
yeah.
hate? Why you
Hanging
got
with
a problem,
friends, shooting them. Shooting with them.
Shooting your mates.
Shooting zombies.
Do you want my number 2? Are we on 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want my number 2? My number 2 is a game that ultimately isn't actually very good. Let's be honest here.
What, like Billy Hatcher?
Oh, this is where the MLG soundboard would come in handy. You need what? No, Billy Hatcher is a very good game. Don't even say that. I'll come over there. I'll 1v1 you IRL and I will beat your head.
1v1 me Rust in Call of Duty.
No, okay. My number 2 favorite multiplayer game is a Worms game.
Oh,
It's
Worms is great.
The worst game in the Worms series. It's Worms Ultimate Mayhem, the one in 3D that was just not good. You want to know why it's my number 2 my number 2 multiplayer game of all time?
Why is that, Dan?
Because when you say to people, "Do you want to play Worms?" They think they know what they're doing. Right? They think they know what they're getting into. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's 2D. whole thing. Everyone knows. They're like, oh, I'm an expert. I play Worms all the time. You bring out Ultimate Mayhem, and they're like, whoa, no, what is this? And no one knows how to play it. No one knows what they're doing. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. But it's fun. Like, it has all the inherent things about Worms, but I'm not brilliant at it, so I don't completely destroy everyone I'm playing with, because I'm over-practiced in Worms. Like, if I play Worms, like, normal Worms with other people, it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to pull off epic bazooka trick shots, and you're not going to stand a chance. But you bring out Ultimate Mayhem, and it's like, okay, we're all evenly matched because we all equally suck at this game because it's horrible to play. And that's what makes it fun, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be well built. It doesn't have to be like amazingly designed, because you're having a laugh, and it's just enjoyable.
No, I know what you mean.
Because like that whole game, it's based on sort of like, you know, precision aiming and like the ability to actually use the weapons. Half the weapons don't work. The transition to 3D just is nonsensical. Like it doesn't work half the time. And just the concepts of Worms don't really translate to 3D very well at all. So like you're trying to play it and it's just drivel, and then you eventually get in the hang of it because you've all had the same learning curve over the period of time you played it. So you're all about the same level the whole time you're playing. So it's just fun.
It's a bit of a personal one for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very personal for me. I don't think anyone else would have as much fun playing Worms Ultimate Mayhem as I have, but it's a good game. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, I'll play my most Worms experience is Open Warfare 2 on the DS.
Yeah, I had that on the PSP when I had a PSP.
Yeah, and I had a great time with that. I've never played a 3D one.
Someday we'll hang out. I'll bring that whole system. You could probably get like, because I've got it on the Xbox 360 Worms collection. You could probably get it for like a $5 on Amazon now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, you know.
It's fun for you.
It's a lot of fun, you know, naming your worms dumb things, getting emotionally attached to them so that when someone kills them, you're like, no.
When they die, it's like, bye.
It's just sad, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, Worms is fun. It's good. Do you want honourable mentions before we move on?
Oh yeah, I always forget to do that. Yeah, let's quickly mention them.
We've both got like massive lists for this as well.
Yeah, so some others I feel should mention are Mario Party. That's the ultimate friendship killer. Nah, it's fun playing a virtual ball game, playing mini games, screwing people over, getting a power star out of nowhere.
I've never enjoyed Mario Party as much as like everyone seems to think I should.
It only clicks. It doesn't click for everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me, you know.
I hope they make like a best of Mario Party, and sort of like best maps, best mini games, put it all together HD.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You just blew my mind right there.
Anyway, some others are Game & Wario. This game is very underappreciated because the multiplayer modes are really clever.
I keep meaning to pick it up, but...
Yeah, so there's this one mini game called Islands where you have to flick these things onto islands for like points. But you can like ruin people and knock theirs off, and it's really good. There's also another mini game where, so like it's you and one other person, and you hold the gamepad to, like together towards each other from end to end, and it's like a rhythm game, and you make a beat, so like Guitar Hero or something.
Yeah.
And then when it's the other player's turn, they have to press the buttons to what you pressed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really smart. And then there's like a what's the name of that game where you draw a picture and someone has to guess what it is?
Pictionary.
Yeah, there's a Pictionary game as well, which is always funny.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Wario games tend to have sort of... Because I always feel like Nintendo, what they do is they have all these interesting ideas that they can't sort of like use for other series, and they'll just like stick it in a Wario game, you know? It always sort of seems like that. There's
one more multiplayer mode where someone with the gamepad plays as a thief and collects these fruit. Yeah. And it's like the Assassin's Creed way of having to blend in.
Yeah.
And the other 4 players will just look at the TV and they have to try and figure out which one the player is. So it's like a little detective, where's Wally sort of thing.
Fair dues.
Yeah, it's
or
really...
Waldo, if you're a weird, stupid American. Yeah, go on.
But yeah, I just find Game & Wario is really smart and clever.
Yeah, I imagine it is. Anyway, move on. It's honourable mentions. Why are we dragging this out?
I'm getting too emotionally attached to these games.
Getting too depthy, you know?
So some other ones are WWE games. It's always fun throwing your friends through a table or something.
SmackDown versus Raw, mate. That's better. Get some Jimmy Wang Yang in there. Come on now. You move on.
You'd always do like hardcore matches as well or something. Monster Hunter. It's always fun to hunt monsters online with friends. Worms and fighting games in general, like Tekken or Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. You want my see that right? Do you want me to show you how it's done with honourable mentions?
Yes.
Alright, honourable mentions. Worms 2 is pretty fun. It's not as good as Ultimate Mayhem, but it is. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, because, you know, it's a fighting game with Marvel characters. Why wouldn't it be fun? Smash Brothers as a series would be an honourable mention for me, even though I don't like it that much in multiplayer. Pikmin 2, great multiplayer. Really underappreciated, to be honest. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. The Naruto games, well designed. They look beautiful. They're great fun to play.
Very long title.
It's a horribly long title. All of them have them. It's awful. Mince Raft, good fun. SSX on Tour has pretty fun multiplayer. It's nice and chill. Right, that's how you do honourable mentions, Chris. You do it quickly. What's your number one favourite multiplayer game of all time?
I just wanted to give Game & Wario its time in the spotlight, you know?
Yeah. Go on, Anne. Come on.
Anyway.
Chop chop. We're at like 58 minutes on the recording now.
Alright.
Come on.
My number one multiplayer game is Halo. Specifically Halo Reach, because that was when I got live and experienced Halo Online for the first time. And it was like a big whoa moment, like I mentioned already.
Yeah.
So like playing online with friends, doing big team battles, like getting in a warthog with two other friends is just such a great moment. Running people over, shooting them, helping them out, doing objectives, killing people, going in a ghost, running people over is always fun online.
So I want to be really negative about this, but you're so enthusiastic that I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it is fun.
Yeah,
whatever.
And then there's co-op as well, which is probably not the main attraction, but it's there. But online versus multiplayer is where it's at. Dedicated playlists, big team battle, flood mode, custom games. Like you could just like make different games in the Forge mode and just do custom games. Like you could make a racetrack and do racing.
Yeah.
There's like a bumper cars thing. Like a duck hunt game. I'm just trying to think of the memories I've had.
I really want to hate on Halo, but you're just making it sound so fun. Stop it.
It's just so fun. Like, either if you're doing custom games or playing the normal mode, it feels good and it's fun. Playing with friends is great. It's my number one. I
never liked Halo.
No, you say that.
Yeah, it's just too slow, isn't it?
I love it. I prefer it to Call of Duty, how it feels.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm about to blow your mind with which FPS I like the most, because, I mean, I feel like it's probably quite obvious.
What is your number one?
My number one favourite multiplayer game of all time, Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2. I main Scout. This is why anyone who plays both TF2 and Halo probably can work out why I don't like Halo now, considering how I play the fastest whole, like, I can't play Halo, it's too slow. I have to be able to move. I have to be able to, like, kill people quickly. It's just, it's lame. Anyway, TF2 it's fast, it's snappy, like, it's just enjoyable. Until, like, you continually get, like, you're trying to play heavy, but just one spy is spawn camping, and you're like, well, I'm gonna have to switch to Pyro and kill you, you stupid, horrible loser. The whole, just TF2 is fun. It's way more fun than any FPS I've ever played. It's because it doesn't play like a normal FPS. Like, you have to actually think about what your team is doing, what the other team is doing. There's a whole dynamic between different classes, you know, like what you're playing sort of impacts the other team, and what they're playing, like how they play impacts you. It's not just like camping and waiting for headshots or whatever. It's like, unless you're playing sniper, then it is. It's like
enemy sniper spotted.
Stop it, you. It's like you, depending on what class you're playing, you have to watch out for different classes. You have an advantage over certain classes. Like, I main Scout. The heavy is like my nightmare. So the moment I see a heavy, it's like, well, I'm bailing, goodbye. Unless I'm feeling ballsy, in which case the best feeling ever is managing to like headshot a heavy 3 times and kill them. And you're like, well, you are the worst heavy ever if I killed you as a Scout.
Damn.
So yeah, it's good. It's good fun, you know. It's an enjoyable game. It's nice and fun. Everyone will tell you that.
I wish my
it's the most. Yeah, you wish your PC could run it, don't you?
yeah, it does run it, but not well enough. So
Yeah.
sad face.
Yeah, my laptop used to do that, and I bought my nice new PC, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna stop playing TF2. I played it for 9 hours straight once without standing up. I didn't get out of my chair. I'm like, by the end of that 9 hours, my lips were like so dry and chapped, like they hurt. They were sore for about 2 days because I didn't drink for about 9 hours. It just was bad. Because when I concentrate, I like lick my lips sometimes, and they ended up just getting horribly chapped because 9 hours sitting playing TF2 doing nothing else.
I'm just
Horrible.
imagining you looking like SpongeBob after you tried to read up how to be a waiter at a restaurant.
Yeah, pretty much that. So yeah, TF2 is great fun. It's just the fact that everything is sort of, it's in, like everything has its place, you know, like if you're playing a spy, you know what you have to do. If you're playing any other class, you know what your team spy needs to be doing, and if they're not doing it, you hate them every minute of the game.
Yeah.
You know? Like if there's if your team has like 3 spies and there's a sentry, you get close to rage quitting, my friend. Because you're like, what are you playing at? Are you just sitting in a corner like twiddling your thumbs? Ugh. I could talk about TF2 like as long as you could talk about Star Fox.
Yeah.
Probably talk about it for longer, because TF2 is actually interesting. Oh. So yeah, I think that's it.
Yep.
Do you have anything else to talk about?
Not really. My number 1 is Halo. I guess specifically Reach.
Mine is Team Fortress 2. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know. Sorry, what your favorite multiplayer games are. Let me know what your favorite TF2 class is. I would like to discuss that with people.
Yeah.
Just give us some comments.
Talk about the games we talked about. Talk about your personal favorites and
make some cat puns.
Cat puns.
Cat puns.
So yeah,
dislike.
At CJMonk_ on Twitter.
Dislike, comment, unsubscribe. This has been 8-Brit. Sorry we took a break last week. We weren't really feeling it. It's all good. We weren't shulking it up, you know.
We got an extra long episode for you this week.
Extra bonus content. Bonus Chris
totally
gushing
not on
over.
Purpose. Totally.
No, we just ended up blabbering, didn't we? It was drivel. That's what it is.
Yes.
I'm going to cut every minute you talked about.
But hopefully it was entertaining drivel.
Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
Yeah. Just tell us you hate us. You know, I'd love that. I'd love to have people saying they hate us. I want hate comments. Can we have more of those, please? Just directed at Chris specifically.
Oh.
Because, like, I'm not going to care, right? You send me hate comments, I'll laugh in your face. You send Chris hate comments, he'll cry.
Yeah.
And it'll be really fun just for all of us.
Oh, no!
Was that Captain Falcon?
It was.
You and your soundboards, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we done now?
We're done.
It? That was such a rambly outro.
Thank you for listening, and bye.
Bye. That was drivel, wasn't it?
Yep.